I think it's important we all understand that this is a very important time in our history, a pivotal moment, if you will. Things are going to change dramatically over the next couple of years, and it's up to us to kind of guide it so that it goes the right direction. And the way we can do that is be better informed, better advised. For decades and decades, we as a people have been pretty apathetic. Oh, the politicians will handle it. And you see where it's gotten us. The only way to fight against this is to be educated, to understand what is going on. And that's why I want to encourage you to check out the Rational Boomer podcast. It's not that I'm so smart, but I spend time looking into these stories and all the facts, just not the trigger points that'll get you excited. We need to know everything so we can make good choices. You don't have to think like me, but it's important you know what you need to know. On the show, the Rational Boomer podcast, we have guests. I have listeners on. I have emails. And that's the important thing. We interact. Tell each other what we know so we're all better educated. And that's what we try to do on the Rational Boomer podcast. That's why I would encourage you to listen. At least try it out. You can go to the link in my profile. You can search it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Stitcher, all of them. We have some great shows. I do a show every day. I try to stay on top of things and give you all the facts. I'll tell you what I think, but it's important that you gather the facts yourself. Listen to them and make your own decision. You don't have to think like me, but it is certainly important that you have as much of the facts as you can possibly have. And that's what we'll try to give you on the Rational Boomer podcast. Please check it out. We're on every day. Every morning you can get up and listen to the Rational Boomer podcast. If you listen to me here on TikTok, you'll hear much of the same, but much more expanded on the Rational Boomer podcast. So please check it out. Again, a link in my profile, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, all of them. It's very easy to find. In fact, you can just go to Google and put in Rational Boomer Podcast, and it'll take you right to it. So we'll see you there. And when you get there, don't just sit silently. Send emails, ask questions, make comments, even criticize me if you want. And if you feel strong, if you feel brave, come on the show. Let's talk about it. Because when we're talking about it, we all know more. And that is absolutely crucial in this pivotal point in history.